Fellas, welcome back to another video. Today, we're opening the latest structure deck from the One Piece card game, the Three Brothers. This is the second Genemasaurus structure deck that they put out. The first one was the Three Captains. It features the Three Brothers, Ace, Sabo, and Luffy. It comes with a bunch of different things compared to other decks. It has your standard 50 card deck, 3 leaders, which is the Three Brothers that we saw at the front, a bonus pack, 10 Dawn cards, a play sheet, and a card case with a separator inside. So we're gonna take a look at all of that and see what kind of luck we can get in that special pack that comes in here. But before we get started, fellas, today we have a giveaway. I think it's time that geartenth started giving back to the community, and so today we'll be giving away one of the secret rare Sanjis. To enter the giveaway, fellas, all you need to do is be subscribed to the channel, hit that like, and comment down below who is your favorite of the Three Brothers. Are you a Straw Hat Crew Luffy supporter, Revolutionary Army Sabo, or Donut Ace? All right, fellas, let's get this open. We're gonna use Enma to get rid of all that tiny tape. This is actually one of my favorite decks so far to come out. I have seen the cards, I've played against them in the sim, and I can't think of a more competitive deck out of the box than this one. The most popular of the 3 of them right now, I think it's Luffy. It's that black and yellow Luffy. We're about to see that. All right, let's see that packaging. Big box, so I wonder how they packaged everything. Oh, okay. Interesting. They packaged everything into the clear case, the deck case. I don't know why they called it clear. It's not really clear. But yeah, look at that. I love the kind of deck cases that they include. You can see everything stuffed in there. Hopefully the cards are in good shape, primarily that pack. But yeah, at the front we have Luffy, Ace, the One Piece symbol, and our boy Sabo. All right, let's see what we have inside. Open this up, bit of plastic. We love that. The special pack, okay, this is where we're hoping we get that gacha luck. We'll put that to the side. And then the deck, fellas. That's a chunky boy. All right, you can see there at the front, the first one we have is Sabo. All 3 brothers are actually yellow. We'll see a little bit more on that. But yeah, just off the first card, pretty good looking. And then the divider that the box brings. All right, fellas, I completely forgot that this came as well with a playmat. I found it in the box when I was cleaning out the stuff. So yeah, check it out. Honestly, more than playmat, this is giving poster. You could see like the designated areas there for like live, for your Dawn deck, your play area deck. But yeah, the value for this deck is just insane. There's so many good things in here. Okay. And we have our 2 items. All right, I think we're gonna get started first with the deck. We'll go through all of these cards, just give them a quick, nice little look, see how many of them are super rare, how many are rare. We can talk a little bit about their abilities and then just my overall thoughts on them. Okay, starting off with Sabo. I'm a little late reviewing this deck, and I've been playing against it a lot in the OP TCG sim. Sabo is super aggressive, one of the most aggressive decks. I'm a Yamato player, and so with Sabo, it's just always so difficult to go against. They get pushy real fast, real hard, and just keep adding characters to their life. It's kind of hard to bring their life just because they're always putting one back, even with the double attack. We have our boy Ace, my favorite of the 3 brothers, honestly. Not so much in how you play Ace, but more than anything as a character in the anime and manga. I've never been a blue player. I've always tended to just gravitate a little more towards the yellows or sometimes the red. I'm a no-brainer kind of guy. Just hit hard, hit fast. That's what I'm all about. And then our boy Monkey D. Luffy, what I believe to be the most popular leader out of the 3. I think black-yellow tends to be a really good combination. You have a lot of good blockers with black, a lot of good removal play, and then yellow can hit you with those triggers. And even in terms of ability, I think it might be the best. As long as you're down to 2, you can put 2 life back and then start using some of the abilities. We'll kind of see what kind of combos you can make, but definitely a brother I'm gonna think of playing potentially in the next regionals or something. Is it kind of scuffed up here? Nah, I think that's just the effect. All right, so let's see what else we have in here. The deck brings 2 Sabos, pretty good cards. I think they go really well. 5/6 yellow with counter. That's pretty good. Cards like these usually I expect not to have counter, but it seems they wanted to add it for these. Comes with 2. I think it plays well with some of the other ones. A lot of the decks tend to add a different Sabo as well, the OP04 blocker Sabo. We have 2 Portgas D Ace. This one, no counter. I think it's because this one has rush, so much stronger ability, something that you can play off the cuff and already attack. As long as you have 2 life or less, this one comes in clutch. This card actually, I'm gonna put it in my Yamato deck. I've been playing it on the sim over some of the other bigger Yamato cards, like the 9 cost. I honestly prefer it a lot more just because much less of an investment, 7,000 attack, and you can add 2 rested 2k from leader for a 9k rush attacker. That's pretty good. Okay, continuing with the super rares, we have the 2 Monkey D Garps. Amazing art, honestly. I love the George Clooney vibe he's giving here. Some Ocean's 11 kind of power. But yeah, this is your searcher for the deck. pretty good. You're gonna want to run 4 of these regardless of whatever leader you're gonna play. 2 Monkey D Luffys. I think these are to round up the super rares. Again, 5/6, 1000 counter. This card does super good, I think, with its effect. The character will gain 2000 power. If you have 1 or more life, you have to draw a card and trash 1 from your life cards. It comes in super clutch when you have 0 life and you already have him on the field, because you can add 2000 power and then activate leader Luffy's ability and then just rush it. Put those 2 life, you already have an 8000 attack on the field. It's insane. All right, moving on to some of the rares. We have Emporio Ivankov. All the foiling on these cards is just looking amazing, honestly. I'm not sure if the effects are intended to work well with the leader that kind of has the same typing, right? So being a revolutionary army, is this the kind of card you would want to play when you have Sabo as your leader? We have 4 of the Edward Newgates, probably something you would want to play with Ace, and not a searcher. 6/7, this would be a pretty good attacker, and then I think it lets you look at your life and then plays them in any order. Pretty good with the Luffy when you need to know what's going to come next. We have more blockers with Dadan. 5/4 blocker, it's a bit of an investment, honestly, but it does let you play a cost 2 or lower Sabo, Ace, or Luffy from hand, so that's pretty good. I don't think I see this card being run a lot in the decks. Like I said, primarily as far as blockers go, you would prefer to have that black OPO4 Sabo. It's just so much better in its ability. It can protect all your players. You get to draw 2, trash 2, and be able to play with this 2-cost Sabo. 4 of these, which is exactly what you're gonna want. I think for Sabo, Luffy, and Ace, we'll see that there's a bunch of these very similar in effect, or actually exactly the same in effect. But what comes in super clutch with these Sabos, Luffy's, and Ace is if you do trash the character and you're able to pull from life whichever Sabo you need, which is 5 or above, or the Ace or the Luffy, your leader is just gonna get 2000 power until the end of your opponent next turn. So if you have this paired up with one of your 3 leaders, next turn, your opponent's gonna have to do at least 7 to try and even hit you. All right, moving on to the Shanks. The foiling here, not so good, honestly. 7/7 Shanks. I don't think I see this one played a lot either, but hey, here it is. If you're a Shank enjoyer, definitely a card you want to have for your collection. We have Kid Ace, very similar to the Kid Sabo, same effect. You would be able to get that Ace Rush character. I don't think there's any other 5-cost Ace current, is there? Okay, we have Makino, one of the few 2K counters that actually comes with this deck. Pretty good card if you can get it off the cuff. Usually with the Ace leader, the Luffy leader, it tends to be so much better. Just take 1 out of your life. You'll be down to 3, but at least you know for the next 3 exactly what kind of order you want to have them in. And then come clutch with that Kid Ace, Sabo, or Luffy. Then we have Kid Luffy, same effect as Sabo and Ace. You already kind of know what it is. Pretty good, pretty good. Running 4 of these. And then we have a Rush Yamato, 5/4, pretty good. I think the 2K counter makes up for a little bit on the attack that it has. The only problem I have with it, if I wanted to try and run it in a green-yellow Yamato, is that it does take 1 out of your life and puts it at the top of your deck. So it doesn't give you a card that you can use immediately back in hand, and it also brings you down 1 life. So for a Rush character with 4K, is it even worth it? Yeah, I don't see this one getting played a lot either, but there it is, 4 of them. With that done, we get into some of the events. Flame Dragon King, pretty good. Call out over into Sabo. Not a bad effect, but I think a 2-cost is kind of high running it on some yellows. The trigger is actually not that bad because you'll be able to take 1 card from your life and then put 1 from your hand. So you can definitely do some manipulation of life there so that whichever your leader is, you know already what's coming for you. We have 2 Gum Gum Jet Spear, just Luffy clapping those feet. Gear 3 feet. For all my feet enjoyers, there you go. Again, not a bad card. I think that's the same trigger as the Flame Dragon King. There it is. And then what I believe it's probably the best event, the 3 Brothers Bond. This is very similar to the Garb. It's going to be your Searcher. It's amazing that it comes with a trigger to activate the main effect, because even if you were to get it out of life, it's not like a wasted turn. You can immediately use the effect and get one of those Sabo, Luffy, or Ace cards into your hand. And it doesn't necessarily have to be the lower cost Kid, Ace, Sabo, or Luffy. It could even be the 5-cost ones. Pretty good. Again, running 4 of these. Amazing that it already comes with all 4. And then you have your Dawn. I think these are the same Dawn that we had in the 3 Captains deck, right? Very shiny Dawn. Pretty nice to look at, honestly. Not bad. I think there's better Dawn out there, but if this is your first deck, ST13, and you get these shiny Dawn, you're living for this. Okay, but the reason why probably a lot of you are here, the bonus pack. What are we gonna get, fellas? So what comes in these bonus packs actually is the alternate art version of just about every card that's in the deck. I think all of them have an alternate art version except for the event cards. The event cards are just regular. The art that they decided to go with for this specific alternate art, it's kind of like a pearl type or like a ghost type with some accents. It reminds me of like alternate art leaders in OPO3. But what we're gonna want in here is obviously one of the 3 leaders, or all 3 leaders. I think, is a god pack possible in these? Oof, that'd be amazing. But yeah, the leaders also come in alt arts, same style as all the other cards. And I think that those are the most sought after cards. So let's open this up. We'll flip it around, see if we can get any red backs, and hope that it's that Luffy. I think that Luffy has insane value right now. Let's see. Let's be careful with it. Okay, go. We're gonna flip it. Yes, sir! The first one in the back, a red. Okay, okay. And then, ooh, okay, blue and blue. All right, so we know we have at least one leader. The backs look okay. Can never tell. I've never graded a card, so is this even good? All right, let's see what we have in the back, or rather, let's see what we have in the front. Ooh, okay. That's not one of the most used cards, but hey, we'll take it. But you see what I mean? Kind of like Pearl Ghost kind of vibes. Here, it's not as apparent what I was saying about the details that kind of remind me of OPO3. I think we'll see that a lot more with the leaders. Come on, can we get a Yamato? Can we get the ace? Can we get that 5/7 ace? Yeah, okay. We have Kid Luffy. I'll take that. And yeah, you can see it here, right? With the effect on the leaves. It's just that sort of color that just pops out along with the card color, of course. All right, but now for the leader. Is it Sabo? Is it Ace? Is it Luffy? Come on! Oh! It's Ace! Not bad, we'll take that. Our favorite character, Donut Ace from the Whitebeard Pirates. If you know, you know. Oh, wow. Yeah, great looking card. I'm not quite sure I'm gonna play Ace, so this is definitely gonna have to go into the collection, fellas. Not so much for use. Okay, fellas, don't forget, we have that giveaway going. So if you want to try and get this Sanji, make sure you subscribe, hit that like, and let me know which one is your favorite of the three brothers. That'll conclude the video for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. See you next time. Bye.